What's going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to be showing you the exact applications that I am currently using for my 3D indie game. But before we get started, please make sure to click the like and subscribe button. It really helps the channel. The first and most important software that I'm currently using is of course my game engine Unity. The game engine is definitely the most important software due to you having to spend the most amount of time in that given software. Just make sure whatever you decide, it's the right pick for you. I've tried Unreal before, as I've explained in other videos in the past, and I didn't like it due to being sluggish, and it just seemed very complicated for me to try using. So then I went to Unity and instantly fell in love with it. As long as you like the game engine you are using, you're definitely going to succeed. Another software I use is Blender. Blender is a free, open source, and powerful 3D object making software. It's either becoming industry standard at this point or it's already there. Blender is amazing to use. Yes, the software is a bit complex, but I'm actually currently in the middle of learning how to use it so I can make custom objects, characters, and weapons for my 3D game. I don't want to have to fully rely on assets because it will not hit my vision and it won't be unique. The next software I use is Photoshop. Photoshop is great to use because it actually works seamlessly with Unity. If I save my picture as a PSB file and put that directly into Unity, I can easily open up the file back into Photoshop and make changes. Once saved, it will automatically make the changes in Unity, which is great. It's great to use to make changes to textures, UI, and more. However, I do pay for Photoshop and unfortunately it is expensive. I think it's worth it and I can afford it, but there are other options you can use if you don't want to pay the subscription. You can use applications such as GIMP. GIMP is a free and open source photo editing software. You can also use Photopea. Photopea you have to pay for, but what makes it better is that it's a one-time fee. So when you give them the initial money, then you own it. Another software I use, which I know is very well frowned upon, is ChatGPT. I know what you're saying, Nick, you can't use ChatGPT, but I just find it helpful when I need help debugging my code, or if I'm trying to solve a problem, instead of researching for half an hour, I can just type it into ChatGPT and it'll help me solve it. ChatGPT is not always accurate, which I know, but it has helped me at times and saved me from many headaches. There are times where I would type into ChatGPT, I'll be like, hey, can you do blah 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 for me? And then in that same sentence, I'll also say, double check yourself and make sure what you're telling me is correct. And a lot of the times it will. So it definitely, you just gotta get your wording right when you're typing into ChatGPT. And a lot of the times it will help you. At times, not so much. It does help time, especially us as indie game devs. Like, I'm working by myself. So anything to help me be more efficient and get things done quicker, I'm gonna do it. I'm going to throw in a bonus software I use. For video editing and when I inevitably make my trailer, I use DaVinci Resolve. DaVinci is a phenomenal software to use, and what's great about it is that there is not a subscription attached to it. You have one of two things you can do. Use the free version, which is what I do, or pay a one-time fee. As I just said, I personally use the free version because I don't need everything that's in the paid version, and the video is surprisingly not watermarked. Usually what you'll get when you're getting either like a free trial or a free version of a software of anything, especially video editing I've seen, usually the video's watermarked. It'll have somewhere in the video, like, for example, I'm just gonna use DaVinci as an example, obviously. In the corner somewhere, or all over the middle, or all over the screen to be honest, it'll say DaVinci Resolve, DaVinci Resolve, DaVinci Resolve, all over it. But surprisingly, DaVinci, they're not doing that for the free version. Just that the difference between the free version and paid version is that the free version you don't have as many tools as you would in the paid. I don't need all those tools from the paid version, so that's why I'm sticking with the free. Of course, if one day that it all becomes watermarked, I'd be more than happy to pay for the full version, to be honest. It is a few $100s, but that's a lot better than paying X amount of dollars a month to use Adobe's video editing software, because in the long run, that will be more expensive than doing the one-time fee of DaVinci. And I'd honestly recommend for all of you to use DaVinci. That's what I use, and I definitely think everyone could make really good use of DaVinci Resolve. Well, that was all I had for you. So let me know in the comments, what softwares do you use when making your indie games? Also, please don't forget to click the like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video.